the other way. No. Oh no. Okay. We're just gonna have to do it vertical. Yeah, this is vertical. This is horizontal, and this is vertical. We're off to a great start. We're gonna have to do it vertical because for some reason YouTube won't let me do it the other way. I'm not sure why. Give me one second. I'm sorry. I'm not like a professional streamer or anything. So I gotta inform the people that this is happening. So just give me two. Started like letting you do like auto captions, because writing captions yourself is so time consuming. Does it for you now. Okay, I'm gonna put that on Instagram, and then I'll put something up on Threads and YouTube, and we'll get started. Oh my god, there's 3 people watching. Hi. Okay, I think I've turned on live chat correctly. I think so. If there's live chat problems, please let me know, and I will try and fix it. But again, once again, I'm not like a... And then one more post. I fucking hate this. I'm sorry, guys. The internet in here is so fucking slow. Do you guys like my shirt? I found it. And by found it, I mean, like, literally it was just sitting in my closet. I don't know whose this is. It's not mine. But it's mine now. But we've been kind of, like, moving a lot of stuff around, so it might be mine from, like, a few years back. Okay, I'm just gonna let that go, because it's clearly not. Alright, here we go. I hate TikTok censorship. Like, I can't just type link. I have to, like, put the, like, X. I fucking hate it. Okay. And there we go, post. Oh, okay. You have my attention now. In like 5 seconds. Okay. So I am square out of a plastic bag. I have a few here. So these are my test samples from a while back, so they're gonna look a lot better than this. But this was my first one. It's really small, but it's pretty good. And this is my second one. I wish I had like my better ones to show you, but they're somewhere else right now. They're not here, okay? They're on vacation, and they're coming back soon. I don't know when I'm gonna get them back. But this is another one. And I am making a plastic bag out of plastic bag granny squares because I think I'm funny. It's a plastic bag. And I think I only need to make a few more, so I thought I'd do a couple on live, or maybe just one, I don't know. They kind of take a while. But one of my favorite things about being a creative person and knowing other creative people is I can be like, hey, do you have empty plastic bags I can borrow? And people will be like, yeah, here's 1.5 dozen. So, I love that. I, as far as I know, don't have any green bags yet on my plastic bag. I wish I could, like, know for sure, but again, it's not here right now. So we're gonna be using this on the side that says, like, reusable bag. And if you guys don't know, I'm not recycling these because that's kind of just a waste. Most plastic bags that get recycled, that you put into recycling, don't actually get recycled. And if you remember the whole like reduce, reuse, recycle thing that was really pushed in the mid 2000s and like 90s, the reduce and reuse is you're supposed to do those first. So I'm reusing. And we start by cutting these handles off because we don't need them. Not sure what to do with them. I guess these might have to go in the recycling and hope that they get actually recycled, but as far as I know, there's nothing I can do with these. But if you guys think of something to do with your handles, absolutely be my guest. Okay, here we go. Oh, also, hi. I think I didn't say hi. Hi. Oh, my music stopped. Oh, my music stopped because my video is still uploading, that's why. Okay, so now we just have this. Yeah. Or actually, for this one, I'm gonna cut off these little thingies as well, because I don't think I'll need these, and they're just kind of gonna get in the way. So here we go. There we go. Oh, I burped. I'm sorry. Okay, the hard part of doing this is when I have the fan on, because it's hot today. The hard part of doing this is when the fan is on and your shit's just blowing around everywhere. Very annoying. Okay, so now that we got that sorted, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna cut along this middle inner seam right here. Try not to cut here because it's best if it's all like one big sheet. If you don't understand, you'll see what I mean in a minute, but it's best that it's all one big sheet. So try to only cut to here, you know, don't go past that. And I hope I'm explaining what to see. So I find that it doesn't really matter how straight your cut is, because it all out into like strips anyways. So now we have to here, and we're gonna go inside. I hope the plastic bag noises aren't annoying you. There's not a lot I can do about it though. So we're gonna go inside, and we're gonna cut here, just above that seam. Okay, I don't think for me it's gonna be all one big sheet. I think I fucked it up, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. It just means like one extra tiny little step. There we go. So now we've got all that flattened out. Yeah, so see, I broke my seam, so mine's not gonna be all one big sheet. Ah, fuck. Mine's not gonna be all one big sheet because I broke my seam, but that's okay. Alright. Let me make sure that my thing uploaded real quick. It has not. Okay. I gotta love threads. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Right here. Hold on. Do I have... Yeah, okay. I have live chat on correctly. So we're gonna cut up this seam as well. And then we get to like the actually not hard part, but probably the most time-consuming part of this process is like making it into the big long strips. I say strips, but ideally it should just be one big strip. Here we go. Sorry. Here, let me come around this way, see if that helps you see a little bit better. My Chemical Romance is playing into my headphones right now, and it's really hard not to sing along. And I want you guys to say thank you for not singing along, because I can't on the live stream. Okay. Ooh, the bag's a little, ooh, it's a little icky on the inside. Live chat is working. Thank you for letting me know. It's a little icky on the inside. Okay, will you guys be terribly upset if I go get a washcloth real quick so I can like rinse this down before making my next step? I'll just have to step away for 2 seconds. You won't even know I was gone, okay? Let me just cut this out. I need to get like a weight screen or something. Okay. Okay. So it's a little, yeah, ew. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a little icky on the inside. So one second, don't go anywhere. It'll be fine, okay? Oh shit, I'm tripping over shit. Clean it out. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we're team clean it out. I'll be right back. Ow. Okay, if you saw me trip, no you didn't. Everything is fine. I got a wet washcloth. Get this out of the way. Alright, let me just give it a little wipe down. Dropping things. Okay. You guys don't have to see me wiping it down. That's fine. Okay. You guys don't have to see me wiping it down. That's fine. Okay. People are liking my TikTok announcement going live, so hopefully that means we're gonna get some joiners here in a second. They're probably gonna be really confused as to why I'm, but whatever. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot cleaner. So do we see what I mean now by one big strip? I didn't quite do it right, but I think that'll be okay. I'll come, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We might need to cut it in half, but it might be okay. So, there's still a little more. Now, once I get this all, yeah, there we go. Now, we get to the time-consuming part. This is the worst part. This is the worst part. So I'm going to, here. Turn this. Yeah. So I've put my bag between two things and weighted it down so that I don't have to deal with all that. There we go. And we're just gonna do a little like this. Okay, so you start at one end, and it does matter how thick you make them. I am choosing not to care how thick it is. So I'm just gonna go about here. You'll be able to see that a little better in a second. So just this thick. There you go. And then here we go. Ooh, this bag is really easy to cut. Okay, so when you get to the corner, don't cut all the way off. Turn. There you go. And then we're creating this like corner. And then you just go all the way around. So it's not hard. It's just a lot of time. I think the really big bags take me like 45 minutes to cut all the way out. Yeah, I'm just gonna hair in my mouth. This isn't gonna work, so I'm just gonna have to cut this in half. Woo. Breaking things. Okay, I just got a message saying the video quality keeps going in and out. There's not really a lot I can do about that, though. I'm sorry, guys. Here, I'll turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone. I turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone, so hopefully that'll help, but unfortunately, I'm kind of in the room with the worst Wi-Fi, which I'm the only one that uses the Wi-Fi, so I don't know why that is, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm sorry that the quality isn't so great. Hopefully on the playback it'll be okay, so that at least you can watch this back if the quality of the stream itself isn't so good. Hopefully the quality will be good when it uploads onto YouTube. You know, just in case any of you feel like watching it back later. Giving me some watch time, you know? And I would very much appreciate if you are not subscribed. Sorry to be a YouTuber about it, but if you're not subscribed, I would definitely appreciate a sub. For some reason, YouTube decided that only 48 of my subscribers count towards monetization. I'm not really sure why. Thanks for that, YouTube. And you know, just give me an interaction, give me a like, give me a comment, you know? Oh, I missed a comment. Oh my god, I just got a comment and I missed it. I'm sorry. Oh, it's gone. I can't. How do I see it? Okay, well, whatever it was, I'm very sorry I didn't see it. But you know, hand me out a little like, a little comment. Help me out a little bit. And then we come around here. Okay. And I like using these like thicker sorts of bags because they make really thick, sturdy granny squares that I think will be good for the bag I'm making, especially for like the bottom so that it holds a lot of weight. And I'm really excited to finish the bag. I've been working on it for like 3 months, 4. And I'm gonna put it up for sale on my Etsy and my Shopify once it's done, so that one of y'all can have a fun little bag. And then we come around, and I mean, you guys get the picture of this part. You go around and around and around and around. Oh, okay, never mind. For some reason I thought I was getting a comment on my phone, but it was just Julian Solomita uploading a video. God, I feel like I haven't kept up with his videos in a while. Maybe I should go give him a little look-see. Doesn't he play Minecraft now? Also, I think he plays Minecraft and is really into K-pop now. That sounds right up my alley. Does anybody else, when they like do craft stuff, are you also sitting there just like with your mouth open? Because I feel like every time I'm crafting, I'm just sitting there with my mouth hanging open looking stupid. Please tell me you guys do it too so I don't feel so alone. Okay. And then anytime I'm like filming it or doing a stream, I have to be really conscious to keep my mouth shut, because then I feel like I look a little silly, you know, sitting there looking like a fish. Okay, and then we come around again. I was gonna say I promise it gets less repetitive after this, but that's not true, because after this we crochet, and that is very repetitive. Mouth open, tongue out. Yeah, you get it. Just sitting there saying, But if that's how you gotta do it, that's how you gotta do it, you know? I mean, I think I do that with makeup too. I think a lot of people who wear makeup do that too. When we're doing our eyeliner, it's like... So I guess the sign of like real tough concentration is just sitting there with your mouth open. Here we go. Around we go again. Another reason I really like these thicker, sturdier bags is they're easier to cut. I don't know why, but these more like traditional these more traditional thin wispy ones are really hard to cut. They give you a lot of a lot of resistance, which is strange. But I got a bunch of these sitting around. And literally I have an entire box, like storage container, just full of plastic bag granny squares. Or no, just full of plastic granny squares waiting for me to assemble them. Ooh. My finger scraped across it in a weird way and it made a gross sound and it made my finger feel weird. Ugh. Gotta love having autism. Okay. There we go. Also, you guys, I got a burn the other day, and I've never had a scar before, but I think that this is gonna turn into a scar, and I'm really sad about it. I've been in so many positions, injuries, accidents, yeah, where I got injured and it should have left a scar, and it never has until now, until this one. But I really think it's gonna scar. It's been like 3 days and it still looks the exact same. Ooh, this turn's making it difficult for some reason. There we go. Just realized I'm not showing myself cutting the bag. That's what you guys are here for. Well, that and my beautiful face. It's just a little tough, you know? Wah. We're so close to done with this side. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. There we go. Yes. There we go. Sorry, I just gotta zone in on this last little bit. We're so close. And then we can just, you know, have some chit chat. Once we get towards the end here, it gets a little hard to control because, I don't know, I guess the bag wants to put up a fight for the last little bit of its life. But resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. There we go. No. And then we start getting to these really small ones here. And then I think we only do, I think I only got to do like one more this way. And then one last cut. Ow. So when you get here, it's like, oh, what do I do with it? It's really, you just give it one last little whomp. Come on. Be good to me. There we go. And then whoop. You have a full plastic bag, rope, string, whatever you want to call it. I haven't, I might cut this little bit off. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this little bit off. And then I still need to do this side, but I'm gonna start crocheting so you guys aren't just sitting here watching me cut a bag open for an hour. I mean, I guess that's what you came here for, but. I if anybody has suggestions for what to do with these little scrap bits, all this that isn't just tossing it, I would very much take that suggestion, because I feel bad throwing things away. Okay, so we gotta reposition. We gotta be sitting right for this, right? Okay, so I left my nice crochet hooks at my partner's house the other day. So all I have is this prototype of a light up crochet hook that they made me. I think this one lights up, but you gotta get inside it and like attach the wiring or something. I'm not gonna try that. I'm just gonna use it as like a regular crochet hook, but it's a little textured and bumpy because again, this is a prototype. So the hook itself is a little bumpy, but it'll work for this. Now, if you don't know how to like start crocheting, I might not be the best teacher for that, but you know, you just hook it around and then whop, boom, there we go. And now you're just gonna crochet a granny square. Okay, I'm trying to remember how many across I went with my other squares. Uh-oh, do I remember? Was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13? 13? That sounds right. Yeah, okay, 13 sounds right. So I think we're just gonna, I can't remember if I've been double crocheting or single crocheting, but we're just gonna chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you just watch me count, because that's thrilling. 5, come on, there we go. 6, and as you can see, this isn't the easiest material in the world to work with. 7, 8, 9, yeah. Ow. 10, and then once I get to 13, you won't have to hear me count anymore, I swear. 11, 12, feels weird on my fingers. 13, there we go. So like I said, these ones are kind of hard to work with. It's in general a hard material to work with, but these kinds are so much easier than these kinds. That would have taken me twice as long. Okay, so, fuck, how do you crochet again? It's been a minute. Okay. Doop. Ah, come on. Doop. There we go. And then we turn around and put it in here. Again, if you don't already know how to crochet, this might not be the tutorial for you. Is this a tutorial? I don't know. Then we just go right back in here. And we just go. We just go until we, well, not until we run out. You'll see what happens when we get close to the end. It's like a cliffhanger. You gotta stick around to see what happens when I get to the end of this, because it's not gonna be what you think. Or it probably is. Okay, come on. And then see, and then whoop. There's your tutorial. I find it's often best to kind of like pinch it a little bit so that it's a little thinner, as your crochet hook is like looping around it. This is part of why it takes so long, just because it's weird material. Also, I did not come up with this, just as a disclaimer, and it's not a new thing at all. Making these kinds of like crochet granny squares and like stuff out of plastic bags has been really popular since like the 60s, when I think the traditional plastic bag, like plastic grocery bag that we know and love today, was introduced. Because if there's one thing that people are gonna do, it's gonna be figure out how to make little arts and crafts. We just really, as a species, love our little arts and crafts. Come on, get in there. Yep, there we go. Alright, these corners are always difficult, but we get through them. There we go. Okay. My mom made a bag out of the foil and bubble gum wrappers. Yeah! People are so creative. I think my grandma made one of those bubblegum wrapper bags once. My grandma's the one who taught me how to do the whole plastic bag thing as well. Oh. Oh, come on, get over here. There we go. Get in there, bitch. Okay, let's fold it, pinch it and fold it up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, there we go. Oh Lord, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna be a long live stream, guys. I hope you're ready to hang out with me for a long time. I'm ready to hang out with you for a long time. Is that too parasocial? I'm sorry. Also, One Direction is playing into my headphones right now. I didn't know I had One Direction songs still saved on my Spotify. So this is a fun surprise for me. I wish you guys could hear the music too, but I'm pretty sure YouTube will take my stream down if I do that. There we go. Ooh. Ah! Dropping shit. Pull through. There we go. Oh, maybe I should try like putting on some gloves or something. The texture of this is so strange. The texture of this bag specifically is so strange. Okay. What's my favorite 1D song? I don't know. Hold on, let me look at my, we're getting distracted. Let me look at my, what One Direction songs I do have saved. Because apparently there's still one day. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of One Direction still saved. Let's see. Okay, well my favorite album is clearly Midnight Memories, because that completely dominates. Maybe Strong from Midnight Memories. Mostly because I have really good memories attached to that song. Yeah, probably Strong from Midnight Memories. I also like Olivia from Made in the AM. But like my relationship with One Direction now is like purely nostalgia. I don't listen to their music like, oh my god, this is such an amazing song. I listen to their music like, wow, remember that song? which probably isn't a great sign for One Direction. People were talking about them having a comeback soon. That's not happening. Those boys, some of them hate each other. I don't know all the tea or drama anymore because I've been out of the fandom for a while. Mad respect to people who are still in the One Direction fandom. There's no way there's ever, or at least not for another 10 years, there's gonna be a One Direction comeback. So people who are still like actively in the One Direction fandom, they're the strongest fandom soldiers because they're literally getting nothing, and half their members hate each other. Also, did you guys know that apparently Simon and Garfunkel hate each other, like to the point where it's, if one of them is in the same room as the other, it's gonna be hands? Because I didn't know that. I kind of thought that they stopped making music because one of them died, but no, they're apparently both still alive and vehemently dislike each other. I don't know what happened, but I think I'm probably gonna go look it up after this because what happened, Simon and Garfunkel? Like, what happened to make us get no longer... God, I can't talk today. I'm on this new med, and one of the side effects of it is that it makes your words kind of slushy. It's really frustrating. But Simon and Garfunkel, what happened? Like, what happened to give them such huge beef that they literally can't be in the same room as each other? And apparently there's gonna be like some Simon and Garfunkel reunion show, and it's, people are, they're both alive but only until they meet up again. Yeah, exactly. But there's apparently gonna be like a reunion show, and they have to sit all the way across the stage from each other. That's how much they hate each other. At that point, why even have a reunion show? Probably for the money. They're probably broke. But at that point, like, why even have a reunion show if it's that much trouble to be around each other? I want to know. Hold on, maybe when I finish this row, I'll look it up. We'll go get distracted. Whoop. Whoop. Come on. There we go. And, all right, we got 2 rows. 2 rows. All right, there we go. And this is how it looks so far. I know it doesn't look great so far. Don't worry, it'll get better. But I really want to look up why Simon and Garfunkel hate each other. Okay, why do Simon and Garfunkel hate each other? So I guess Simon, and this is just Google's first answer, or like Wikipedia's first answer, I guess Simon released a solo song, and Garfunkel was like, dude, what the fuck? And they got in a fight about it. Simon contends that Garfunkel accepting a role in the 1970 film Catch-22 played a major role in the divide between them. Garfunkel expected Simon to write all the music for their next album while he was gone, but Simon was not on board. Okay. So it seems like there are 2 sides to this story. On Garfunkel's side, he wanted to go be a movie star. And on Simon's side, he wanted to release solo music. And Simon says they had an uneven partnership. I mean, yeah, that does sound like an uneven partnership, but like, to the point where it's hands-on if they see each other? That's crazy. Petty, right? Yeah, that's so petty. This other article just lists it as creative tensions. Thank you, that's not an answer. So it just seems like they were at a place in their career where they probably shouldn't have been making music together anymore anyways. Okay, let's get back to this before we get too distracted. 1, 2, and whose side am I on? I don't know. I mean, just from those articles, if I were Simon, if I were Simon, I'd be pretty pissed if I was like in a musical partnership and they were like, nah, I'm gonna fuck off and go make movies. You write all the music. I'd be pretty pissed. Maybe I'm on Simon's side with the amount of context that I have. Maybe I'm on Simon's side, but I reserve the right to change my answer. Should I get more context? Whose side are you on, Simon or Garfunkel? Whose side are you on in this beef from the 1970s that is no longer relevant? God, gotta love stale tea. And then there we go. Ooh, okay. Speaking of music, I can't play it for you. But hold on. I'm on Simon's side. Yeah, me too. I think I'm on Simon's side. This song, can you see it? Mary Jane by Judy Blank was one of my top songs like 2 years in a row. I really like Judy Blank. She has a really great voice. So if you were looking for a new song to listen to, or a new artist, Judy Blank. She has a really great voice. Okay. Although I am probably gonna switch my playlist in a second because all these songs make me want to sing along, and I can't do that here. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay, both didn't come through. Yeah, no problem. I have so many music recommendations. I could just do a whole live stream just talking about all the music that I have on my playlists. I wish YouTube, like, I understand, especially for artists like this. She's a small artist. So I totally respect small artists' copyright. But, like, I wish I could just, like, play 10 seconds just so I could talk about music, you know? But there are definitely some really great channels here on YouTube talking about music and, you know, getting around copyright and everything like that. If you like hip-hop, I totally recommend FD Signifier. He makes video essays on a lot of things. He mostly focuses on, like, the Black experience and Black men. But he also makes a lot of video essays about hip-hop and, like, hip-hop history. Yeah, song like rec live stream, it would be so boring because it would just be like me wearing headphones being like, this song is great. But yeah, FD Signifier, if you like music and if you like hip hop and you like video essays, definitely check him out. If you like K-pop, hold on, let me see if I can find the channel before I recommend it. Just to make sure I have the right person. Okay, there we go. If you like K-pop, his videos about Kendrick, yeah, I watched his Kendrick v. Drake video like 3 different times because there was just so much information in it. But if you like music and you like K-pop and video essays, may I recommend Gombers at Gombers, spelled Gombers. Gamba is a friend of mine who has really interesting thoughts about music and is really good at dissecting K-pop videos and lyrical video, like their lyrics and stuff like that. And they're a pretty small channel, so definitely go check them out. Or go, I think her pronouns are she, her, but definitely go check her out because she's so interesting and she knows so much about music. Okay, there we go. Ooh, someone liked the live stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely changing my playlist because I want to sing to all these songs and I can't. Speaking of music, did you guys hear Hozier's new songs? Love K-pop, we'll check it out. Good. Did you guys hear Hozier's new songs? Hozier? Usually he will drop an album and then dip for like 3 years. But he put out an album like only like 6 months ago, I think, and then has more music that just came out a few days ago, and it's so good. I'm not like a Hozier girly, like Hozier's not one of Nobody's Soldier is great. It's so good. Like Hozier isn't one of my top artists, but whenever he puts out music, I am going to listen. Because he's just one of those artists that you have to listen to because he's just so good and so culturally relevant. Also, he started out in a choir, which is super cool. Okay, there we go. But also, whenever Hozier's putting out music, it's like, uh-oh, what's going wrong in the world? Because that's when Hozier tends to put out music, is when he sees that shit is fucked up. You see how this is getting easier, like, as we go row by row? As it gets, like, more structurally sound, it stops moving around so much, and that makes it a lot easier. Although these corners are still difficult. Ooh, another person liked my live stream. Thank you. There we go. Ow. I don't know why I keep saying ow. It doesn't hurt, I promise. It just feels weird. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, we still got... Guys, we still have so much left. I don't like these pants. Reminds me, next live stream, don't wear these pants. Wear different pants. I don't like these pants. I don't know who's supposed to remind me. Me, I guess. I'm talking to myself, I guess. I was recently staying somewhere with an Alexa, and I'm not gonna lie, I've always been a little creeped out by Alexa. It's so useful being able to just walk into a room and just say, turn on the lights, and the lights would be on. It was so useful. It's making me consider getting my own Alexa, and a smart plug so that I can do that too. But, and honestly, they're not as expensive as I thought they were. For some reason, when the Alexas came out, I thought that they were like over $100. But the price seems to have gone down pretty considerably. There we go. Okay. And okay. I think, let me see if I can predict how many more rows I'm gonna get out of this. I think I'm gonna get at least 5 more rows out of this. What do you think? Is that, I guess, could you guys see? I don't know. I think I'll get about 5 more rows out of this, and then I'll have to cut up the next sheet. Wow, there we go. See, I said I'd put on a different playlist because the playlist I was listening to made me want to sing, and I can't sing on YouTube because then YouTube will take my video down. But then I started playing Hozier, as if I don't want to sing along to Hozier. That was really silly, goofy of me. There we go. And in we go. I'm hungry. I should get something to eat after this. What do you guys think I should eat? And listen, I know I'm not the only one with this problem. I can never decide what to fucking eat. How are you supposed to know what to eat? Like, as an adult, how do you know? If anybody has any idea how you're supposed to decide on a daily basis what to eat, please tell me, because I'm struggling. It's the hardest part of being an adult. Like, I can deal with the taxes. I can deal with having a job. I hate it, but I can deal with having a job. But choosing what to eat, I can never pick. And then even when I can pick, what if I don't have it? Let me know as well. Okay, well, at least we're all struggling, I guess. And then I think is this Tyler the Creator? Oh no, it's Childish Gambino. Don't tell Tyler the Creator and Childish Gambino that I mixed them up. I'm sorry. Okay. I love Childish Gambino though. His album, what's it called? Awaken My Love? Or Awaken My Mother? No, Awaken My Love. I want to get that on vinyl really bad. I finally have access to my record player again, which is very exciting. Okay, and in we go. No, don't tell them. Ooh, my tummy is growling. I am hungry. I'm probably only going to be able to do one granny square because I am hungry. Ooh, and my back hurts. Sorry, I don't mean to just get on here and complain, but also it's what I'm good at. I'm very good at complaining. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, maybe I won't be getting 5 more out of this. There we go. Can you hear the sound of the plastic like fluttering? And is it really annoying? Because I'll have to try and figure out a way to fix it. Oh, I forgot. I have access to my microphones again as well too. Oh my god, you guys are gonna get an audio quality upgrade. Pew pew pew. Ooh, I skipped some. See, this is how you get into trouble. Do you see the one I skipped? This is how you get into trouble. There we go. Can hear, but it's not bad. Okay. Next time I do something like this, I will try and mitigate that. I'm not really sure how. I'm not really an audio person, which is unfortunate. I wish I knew more about things, just in general. Like, not even, I wish I knew more about audio. I just wish I knew more about things. Oh my god, speaking of Simon and Garfunkel, hello. I've been on a classic rock kick lately. I feel like fall for me is classic rock season. That's when I start playing all my classic rock. I'm not sure why. Is rock fall coded? I don't know. Like during the summer I listen to a lot of pop music, and then during the fall I listen to a lot of rock music. During the winter, I listen to a lot of indie. And during the spring, I tend to go and find a lot of new artists. I don't know why. I've just noticed that that's like my musical cycle. For the past however many years, 5 at least, I've had like winter or like seasonal playlists. Same, I always like listen to the Eagles. The Eagles are a great fall band. But for the past 5 years, I've been making seasonal playlists. So like, you know, summer 2020 or fall 2023. And it's really cool because if you're like me, I really associate certain songs with certain memories and certain times in my life. And I think a lot of people do that. So it's nice to be able to like go back to a certain like season of my life, literally, and like play through the songs and remember what I was doing during that time and like the person I was during that time. But also, it's been really interesting to see like my musical habits over the last few years and like where I listen to what and when I listen to what. And that's how I know now that I tend to listen to a lot of classic rock in the fall. And there we go. In we go. Okay, we're getting close. I was so wrong. We're only gonna get like 1.5 more rows out of this. I think actually what we're gonna do. You remember how I told you when we get to the end, it's gonna be a shock, a big old shock. What I do next? You're about to find out. What is this? What is this? Oh. This is very, folksy for me. I like folk music. I don't reach for folk music super often, but I do like a good folk song. Drop your folk song recommendations. And come on, in we go. There we go. There we go. What we've all been waiting for? Yes! Okay, these corners, they're so difficult. Don't let that stop you from trying this, though. If you have a lot of plastic bags and you don't know what to do with them, make yourself a better bag. There are also just so many YouTubers on here right now that make so many cool videos about like upcycling and like recycling and like all that sort of stuff. I've been really getting into it. And also there's so many cool creative people on YouTube in general. Am I gonna do more recommendations? I might do more recommendations. Come to watch me stay to get 10,000 recommendations about all the things I like. Okay, let's see if I can find a couple people I was talking about. Okay, honestly, you guys probably already know this, but Rachel McCasey, I really love her videos. She makes a lot of fashion videos, but she also just does a lot of like crafting in general. Let me see. Let me get into my subscriptions. See if I can find more of my crafty channels that I follow. Although I'm not gonna lie, lately I've been on a history kick. I've followed so many history channels lately. If you are listening and you were thinking of making history video essays, oh, sorry, I burped. Please make them and then also send them to me because I need more history video essays to watch. Oh. Okay, if you like Rachel McCasey, you probably already know Carolina. But she is so interesting and she knows so much about fashion history. And I've learned so much from her videos. No, that's not right. If you like clay and like stuff like that, North of the Border makes really fun videos. Like, I think his slogan is that he likes to make tiny nerdy things, which you can totally see by the thumbnail. I love his videos. I need to catch up on his videos, actually. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. So now we only got this little bit left, right? But do you remember? We still have this one. So what happens next is we cut this one up like we did that one and then tie them together. So let's just get started on that. I'm gonna show you less of this one because you saw how to do it with the last one and I don't think you want to see me cut a bag for another like half hour. So I'm just gonna speed through this one. I hope you guys are okay with that. And I really like these ones that have all the text on them. They create really interesting patterns. So I'm excited to get through this one. There we go. I didn't do a great job cleaning it. That's unfortunate. Maybe I'll give the whole bag a wash down when it's done. Ah, come on. There we go. We're just gonna keep speeding through this one. See, this is already going so much faster now that I'm not like trying to angle it to show the camera. I always see people on TikTok talking about, like, crafters on TikTok talking about, like, you see how it didn't take me 3 hours to make this because I didn't film it? And I'm like, I do see. Very demure. Very cutesy. Oh my god. Have you guys seen, like, all the people doing their, like, pseudo-professional takes about why they won't be hopping on the demure trend? It's so silly to me. It's just a word. Say it or don't. You guys are being goofy. Also, do these people not know how to have fun? Like, it's just a little bit of fun. Not demure of them. See how much fun I'm having? See how much fun you could also be having? I need to dye my hair soon. I have some dye in my bathroom, so maybe I should do that. Should I make a little video dyeing my hair? That would be very 2016 of me, but you know what? I wouldn't be mad about it. Although it does take me, it takes me so long to dye my hair. It's like an all-day process. I mean, I think for anyone dyeing their hair is an all-day process, but as I've gotten older, it's gotten harder, because as I've gotten older, my hair has gotten darker. Like, I used to be like almost blonde, and now my hair is almost black. Not really sure what happened, but I feel like that's not like that uncommon. A lot of blondes, I think they try and hold on to their blonde for really, and won't accept that they're not blonde anymore, but I am most certainly not blonde anymore. But as it's gotten darker and darker, I need more and more setting time and more rounds of bleach. But this is probably the most of my natural hair that's grown out in quite a few years. But I don't know. I'm able to keep, even with bleaching and dyeing my hair, I'm able to keep it relatively healthy, so I'm not too worried. Probably I dye my hair on a pretty regular schedule. I've just been super busy and life's gotten weird, but I only usually bleach my hair twice a year, and I dye it about 4 times a year, so I managed to keep it pretty healthy. If you're thinking about dyeing your hair, I definitely recommend doing it on more of a schedule. A lot of people, I don't want to say glorify damaging their hair, but, you know, one day they have green hair, and then the next day they have, you know, purple hair, and it's like, girl, you only had that green for 2 days. Okay, there we go. Fun fact, the person who made me want to dye my hair was Tyler Oakley, who's been getting some attention on TikTok recently, which I'm kind of, I'm happy about. He, fingers crossed, seems to be an unproblematic YouTuber from my childhood, which is not something Gen Z can say very often, because all of our favorite YouTubers growing up seemed to be predators. But he made me want to dye my hair because if you watched Tyler Oakley back in the day, you'll probably remember his, like, signature purple quiff. I wanted it so bad. I wanted a purple quiff so fucking bad. I did try and dye my hair purple at some point in high school, but it just did not turn out. And I don't look really great in pastels. It wasn't just purple, it was like a lilac or a lavender. But I don't look great in pastels, so I stick to my red. Okay. We're almost done with this one. What am I listening to? Something about me is I will often save songs and then forget about them. But this is Roseblood by Maisie Starr, and I'm really enjoying it right now. Once again, come to watch me make a plastic granny square. Stay to get 1,000 recommendations. This bag is made in the USA. This bag can be reused at least 125 times. This bag is 90% recycled content. This bag is made with 50% green energy. Well, now this bag is going to be a different bag. Get bagged. Bitch. Alright, we're almost done. These last little bits are so hard because it's like, I just want to be done. I just want to be done now. You gotta stick with them. You gotta keep going. Okay, there we go. Okay, just a few more cuts. We're almost there. I see the light. I'm gonna need to make one more. Oopsies. That's okay. I mean, this side's a little thicker than the other side, but that's fine. Okay, so what we do now is we take this end and we tie it to this end. Simple. There we go, give it a little tie. There we go. And then I just cut off my ends because we don't need these. And don't worry about the knot, it'll be hidden in the like crochet. So you're not really gonna be able to see it, so don't worry about the knot. There we go. Very cutesy. And now we just get straight back right into crocheting. Like we didn't even stop. Ooh. There we go. And then you just pick up right where you left off. Obviously, it's better if you can do it all in one big strip, but I think if you've been here since the beginning, you saw how I messed that up. But that's okay, because you can learn from my mistakes and not mess up in the same way that I did. And that's all I can ask for. There we go. Oof. Alright. And then, as you can see, it sort of starts to curl on itself, but that's okay. It's pretty stretchy, so you can just give it a little tug and it straightens right back out. But I wish you guys could feel this because it's very sturdy. And it'll make great bottom for my bag. Which, once again, I wish I had to show you, but it's currently not with me. There we go. Come on. Every time I say come on, I think of that that TikTok of the white guys being like, come on, Drake. God, I would be devastated if I were Drake. Like, you would just never see me again. Thought I got another like, but that was, my eyes were just playing tricks on me. Never mind. Oops, sorry. Here we go. Like this, or the other crochet hook my partner made me because I broke it. I had it, y'all, I had it for like 2 or 3 weeks and then broke it, like right in front of them too. I was so embarrassed. But I haven't been using it because this one's just the prototype and the other one's with them. But I forgot how much easier it is on my hands. If you have mobility issues, definitely look into like getting some kind of handle for your crochet hook because it makes things so much easier on my hands. Here we go. And I can crochet for a lot longer as well. Usually I'd have to have taken a break by now. Come on. Ah. There we go. And I think the bag, this side is gonna be the outside, and this side is gonna be the inside. What do you think? Or should this be the outside, and this be the inside? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want this to be the outside because it's a pretty unique texture that I've only ever gotten from these plastic bags. So I kind of want that to be the outside, but I still got time to figure it out. There we go. And we're starting to get to some of the text, so we're going to start seeing a fun pattern here in a second. Doop, doop, doop. Ooh, what happened here? Uh-oh. See, you gotta be careful, because I'd forgotten to pull one all the way through. Come here. There we go. Yeah, I'd forgotten to pull this one through. Boop. Fixed. Okay. Doop. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy, guys. Do I look sleepy? Yeah, I look sleepy. Gonna have to take a little napsies after this. There we go. Okay. There we go. When I finally get to assemble it, maybe I'll make a little video of me assembling the full bag. Okay, there we go. I really am getting sleepy, y'all. What time is it? Oh my god, it's only like noon. Why am I so sleepy? Honestly, actually, I didn't sleep that well last night. Oh, come on. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Ooh, yeah, see all the text we're starting to get now? So it's gonna start looking interesting from here on out. Not that it already doesn't look pretty interesting, but you know. Come on, there we go. Am I getting a, no, okay. Ooh, don't mind me being sleepy. 1, 2. There we go. This, like, learning how to go back to the row that I was just crocheting on, that took me so long to learn how to figure out how to do. I actually made a friend of mine a scarf. And wow, it's a really ugly scarf because I hadn't mastered this skill yet. So it's very crooked and uneven. But they liked it and they use it a lot, which makes me happy. But I also feel a little bad because I'm like, I gave you an ugly scarf. Okay. Oh, there we go. See, look how thick this is. Also, Look how straight my lines are. Yeah. Okay, we're close, guys. We're almost done. I think this is gonna be more of a granny rectangle than a granny square, but that's okay. We can work with a granny rectangle. I'm going for a very like organic shape anyways. I'm trying to make my weaknesses my strengths or something like that, because I'm not the greatest at counting because I have dyscalculia. If you don't know what dyscalculia is, I'm bad at numbers and I get them mixed up in my head. It's more complicated than that, but for ease of explanation, I'm bad at numbers. So I'm not always great at counting my stitches, which means that sometimes things come out a little uneven. So I'm trying to just lean into the uneven, organic thing and just make that like my style. Because I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can't be anything other than exactly what you are. And I don't mean that in like a, you know, never reach past yourself or never try harder or never try new things. That's not what I mean. I just mean that we are who we are and you gotta work with that. Work with yourself, not against yourself. This has been Advice with Squishy. That's my nickname, for those of you guys that don't know. My friends call me Squishy. And that's my advice, is work with yourself, not against yourself. Because why would you work against yourself? That doesn't make any sense. But a lot of us are always working against ourselves. We're always trying to take the things that we see as weaknesses and be like, but let's change that. Instead of just, like, working with it. And that's how you get burnt out. That's how you end up hating yourself. And that, not demure. Ooh. Ooh, that felt weird. I can't really see much of the text yet. I think as we do the next couple rows, it'll become more apparent. Or maybe not. Who knows? Come on. There we go. Trying my best to keep up the energy, even as I get very sleepy. So we're almost done. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost at the finish line. Yeah, we're almost done. Zooming through this, going so fast. Honestly, I have gotten a lot faster at crocheting recently, and that makes me very happy because for a long time I was a very slow crocheter, and I kind of just accepted that as like something that would always be. I was like, I guess I'll always be slower than everybody else, but I'm finally starting to catch up. Just goes to show you can't doubt yourself. You just gotta keep trying. And hopefully, eventually, the results you want will come about. As long as you keep trying, hopefully. I don't know. Is that too much false positivity? Maybe. Come on. There we go. Then we give it the old what? Oh, nope. We give it the old 1, 2, and then we turn back around. And go right in here. There we go. In we go. careful not to like rip the plastic with this point right here. It's a little hook end. So, gotta make sure not to go through the plastic, which is something that's another reason that I like these less flimsy ones or these more flimsy ones less, because it's so much easier to like poke through them on accident. I don't know if you guys saw what just happened with this one, but this one just went weird. I fixed it though, it's fine. Okay, are we starting to get the text? Not really. I don't know if the text will be too visible on this one, I guess. It is very small and green, and the bag is also green, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Was something over there? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. After a while, it just all gets very repetitive, not in a bad way. That's one of the things I like about crocheting, especially if I'm doing granny squares or like I've been making a blanket, is how repetitive it is. Just, you know, you go again and again and again and again. It's really good stimming. If you have autism, if you're like me and you have autism, crocheting is a great stim. It's always very relaxing when I'm anxious, especially. Okay, we get in there. I think we have like 2 rows left maybe after this one, and then I think we will be done. Oh, the last time I said that we'd have 5 rows out of what I had left, so clearly my ability to estimate like that is not great. Come on. Let's go all the way through. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Again, I don't know why I said ow. It didn't actually hurt. There we go. Ooh, itchy. Now that we're here, good time for a water break. And as you can see, we're finally starting to get a little bit of the text in there. So we're gonna start to see that pattern soon. I say pattern, it's not really a pattern. I guess because it's not repetitive. Oh, why am I so itchy? Because it's not repetitive, but it is like a, I don't know. I don't know what else to call it aside from a pattern. Does a pattern have to be repeating? Like, yeah, that's what a pattern is. Okay, sorry. My brain's not working. So I guess it's not a pattern, but more of a design? Is it a design? Because I'm not controlling the placement of it. It's really getting there? Yeah, we're almost there. Like, we went from a plastic bag to like a whole granny square. Which I know was the point, but, still, it's shocking. There we go. we go. Yeah. Okay, and then we're just gonna do the, or hold on, wait. You can go into one more. Ooh, that's a problem for me sometimes, is sometimes I miss the ending ones. Not today, though. Not today, though. Okay, and now once again, we give it the old one. All right, come on. Oh my god. The hook's like unscrewing. Okay, no wonder it's been getting more difficult. There we go. All right, now we give it the old one. Two. And then we loop back. Now we're getting to the big text as well. It's getting exciting, you guys. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm doing it again. Here we go. In we go. That folk song came on again. Oh no, never mind. That's not what it is. It's a completely different song. Never mind. It's called You 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 by Field Magic, but you as in just the letter U. It's a very sweet little romantic song. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Why? It's not even like I'm working with fibers right now. There we go. Yo, we're almost there. We're almost there. You guys see the barcode that I just crocheted in? Not yet. You'll see it in a second, I hope. I think we're gonna make it just barely to the end of this. There we go. Okay, you gotta be really careful not to skip these little ones. Just something I do a lot, and then I end up with uneven granny squares. No one wants. No one wants an uneven granny square. And there we go. You guys, we're so close to the finish line. We're so close. There we go. Sheepy, sheepy. Alright, just a couple more holes. I think we're gonna have a little bit left over, but that's okay. It's good to have a little bit left over sometimes because then it's easier to, like, you know, secure them all together. Sometimes you gotta tie your what did I just say? Sometimes you gotta tie your granny squares together at first. That way you can crochet them all together. Or at least that's what I do. I don't know what other people do. Right at the finish line. We're right at the finish line. Oh Lord, speaking of Kendrick, he just came on. Not one of his diss tracks that he dropped, N95 from the last album. Was that the last album or the one before it? In we go, in we go, come on. And we had just enough. Just enough. Perfect. Come on. Come on. This last one doesn't want to come through. It wants to give me trouble. Here we go. And there we go. And then what I do is I just open this up a little bit. And just pull it through. And boom, we have a plastic bag granny square. Well, it's more like a granny rectangle actually, but that's fine. And then we can also stretch it out a little bit, so it's not gonna be terrible. But this will make a really good bottom for my bag. And that's how you make a granny square out of a plastic bag. I'm gonna get going because I'm sleepy and hungry, but I hope that this was helpful. And if you make something using some plastic bag granny squares, show me on Instagram or on Threads, because I would love to see. I love seeing other people's projects. I'm gonna get going. Hold on, let me make sure I know how to end. Do I know how to end the live stream? Oopsies. Okay, I think I know how to end it, so I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please do. I do lots of stuff on here. It's called the Hyperfixation Corner because I have like 10 million hyperfixations at a time. So I don't know what I'll be doing next, but whatever it is, it'll be fun, and you should definitely stick around for it. Goodbye. Thank you. Ooh.